Focus Hub community further afield who might be watching this juggling and manipulation class today, the 1st of May, 2020. An exciting 1st of May means today is the start of Trick-a-Day May. So, Trick-a-Day May is when a bunch of, and this is open to anyone, people post a different trick every day for the length of May. So, if you check out that hashtag for Trick-a-Day May, you'll be able to see heaps of cool stuff that people are doing over May. But let's maybe try and learn some things that we can all do for Trick-a-Day May. Let's have a look at the lesson plan for today. So first up, we're going to be having a look at some tennis, half shower, some basic patterns or throws to try and add in for beginners, and then we're going to have a look at club juggling for beginners. A good overview of the basic throw for club juggling. And we're going to have a look at our 5 balls that we've been working on for all those intermediates out there. I hope someone's going to get 5 balls by the end of May. 10 catches, 20 catches. And then a little play at the end, open level, some sequencing with 1, 2, and then 3 balls. So, let's have a little warm up. Let's get up. Make sure you're not going to hit anything in your house. You have to make sure you don't hurt yourself inside during this time. Do some forwards and backwards. Other way. Let's do elbows back, hands back, palms up. So elbows back, arms back, and then here we'll turn our palms up and do one there. So elbows back, arms back, palms up, elbows back, arms back, palms up. Let's do this one. So in front of the face, behind the head. Okay, hopefully you guys are all feeling good, feeling fine, feeling funky, fresh. It's going to be one of those days where I'm all over the place. Too much energy, and I've only got you guys to put it out onto. So, basic, this is, once you can do a cascade, or even before then, with working on some of the stuff, but we'll look at some of the first tricks that you can try. So here's one is, keep an eye on the blue ball, the blue ball, the blue ball, over the top. See that again? Over the top. And then from the left hand, over the top. And then back and forward. So this is tennis. See how the blue ball goes backwards and forwards? Over the top. So let's break it down. So, what's happening here is our normal throw for our cascade. Remember, as we throw from like the middle of our body, catch on the outside. Our hand moves down. This throw, over the top, is kind of the opposite. So instead of throwing in front of us, we're going to throw from the outside. And especially for this version, we're going to try and go right over the top. Imagine like a big rainbow all the way to the other side. So I want you to just practice that, trying to throw a nice high throw. It's going to go up. So if our normal throw is about eyebrow level, this one we're trying to go right over the top. So let's just practice that. See if you can get a nice high throw. Backwards and forwards, over the top. Okay, now, so that's one that you want to practice. Get nice and solid, just to throw over the top. Remember, like any throw, we want this to be able to just go to our hands without us having to all over the place for it. So maybe that's enough. If you just practice that, Then you can go, when you're juggling, juggle, 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 and just try and throw that one over the top, or over the top. But maybe you would like some more drills. You know, you're finding it a bit hard to just jump into it. Drills, breaking down, always a good way to go. So, 2 balls. Now, it's 2 balls. Remember, you should be able to do this as like your warm-up for a cascade, or a drill for the cascade. It's 2 balls, just right, left, left, right, left, right. Gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna do our over-the-top throw and one under the bottom. Now, I want you to try and do this by keeping the same ball going over the top, back and forth. Green ball is just going to be a normal throw under the bottom. Okay, so we're going to start with the one over the top. So we're trying to get this to flow. So that over the top throw would be quite high. Try and keep your cascade throw nice and low under the bottom. Now remember, when this one's in the air, you want to free up that bottom hand for that next throw. You could even try this, throwing the normal cascade throw first, so shouldn't make too much difference which one comes first. Just like the chicken or the egg, which one came first? Okay, so that's a nice little drill for you to practice that pattern with. See if you can get this over the top. But now this over the top throw can actually give you a few different patterns once you get the hang of it. So I'm going to show you a few different ones. So we've got tennis already, so the blue ball goes from side to side. The next one that you can try is the same hand doing the over-the-top throw every single time. Let's have a look at that. So, over the top. Keep that other one nice and low. That, my friends, is called a shower. Oh, actually, it's just a half shower. Because we've still got that normal throw. But so you can practice one. So yeah, ways to practice this. Just try and do one more throw at a time. So try and do 2 over the top throws to start with. So let's go both the green boys this time. So over the top, over the top. And repeat, over the top, over the top. Over the top, over the top. Now I feel like when I'm doing that over the top throw, you got a little chance to wait there. Just chill out for a moment. Just wait. 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 And then, every throw over the top. So say you can do 2, you could try and do 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, one thing that I see coming up there is you want to keep this nice on the outside. If you start just trying to rush this throw, that's when it's going to crash into the one coming in. So you've got to try and really take it on the outside. Keep your pattern nice and wide. Now, just for the sake of completeness, a couple more things with this. So say you can do your outside throw from both hands. You can use this to work on your reverse cascade. So that's just like our normal cascade, but in reverse. So that's what I'm saying. a normal cascade starts on the outside, throws from the inside. So reverse cascade will start, you'll catch in the middle and throw on the outside. So that's the kind of key difference with the over-the-top throw to convert it into your reverse cascade is aim for the center of your body. So let's try that a little bit. So we're going to do this over-the-top throw, but we want to try and catch it near our Circus Hub logo. No, near the center of our chest. Okay. If you can get that with one, try it with two. So remember you're throwing on the outside, catching the middle. It will probably be a bit of a head, give you a brain fart to start with, because you're like, you've spent so long practicing this to then go like this. But I'll tell you something to blow your mind. I actually learned how to do the reverse cascade before I could do the cascade. I didn't have someone teach me, I just taught myself, and so I just went this way. When I met a juggling teacher, I asked them to teach me some tricks. First thing they were like, well, you want to learn to juggle like everyone else? But I don't know if that's a good idea. We should all be individuals in our juggling styles. So, reverse cascade, yep, just like learning our normal cascade. 2 balls. This drill is where it's at. This is going to get you the closest. Practice, practice, practice. 2 balls in one hand. Snaking it, so following until, so remember, nice high throws. It's just all about getting those throws consistent, so you're catching it here, not having to think about it. If you're having to swipe at it, could be trouble. But there we go. There is a little bit on over-the-top throws, which can lead to tennis, half shower, and reverse cascade. So, work on that. Let me know how you go if you want some more information on that. Otherwise, we're going to mix it up a bit today. It's been a lot of time working on balls, mainly because I didn't know what people have access to during this quarantine time. But for those of you who do have clubs at home, let's give you some love. The beautiful Juggling Club. Yeah, let's look at the basics of club juggling. So, first thing, can you throw it? 1 rotation. Catching it in the same hand. Now, I know I went over some of this stuff last week, but let's give it a really good, thorough investigation. So, we're going to start at a 45-degree angle to our body. And we're going to bring our hand down in front of us, throw on this other side. We're trying to get 1 rotation. So if you start by holding on to the middle, bring your arm down, and you're going to try and swoop to throw up on the other side. So it's like you come up here, throw, and you want to try and keep your body still as much as you can. This is the arms doing the work. So from there, if you're getting that to work, what I want to try and do now is try and throw it from the bottom of the club. So, let's see if I can get a bit more in view for you. So what I want you to try and look out for, if you throw from the middle of the club, that's quite a fast spin. If you throw from the bottom of the club, you get a slower rotation. You have to throw higher in order to get that rotation, to give it that time to complete before you catch it. But when you're learning, you really want a slower pattern, I think, to get the hang of it. Okay? Later, if you want, you can decide to do Vegas fast throws. I think that's totally, it's a great skill to work on as well to improve your juggling. But I think to start with, to get that nice slow rotation, it's going to make it a lot easier. It's going to be easier for you to learn tricks with a slower pattern. So, yeah, so that's trying to throw it from the end. But now, some of you might be struggling a little bit. One thing I want to point out is I still catch it in the middle. I feel like it'd be a bit more awkward trying to catch at the bottom of the club. So, what you actually, my style recommended to you to try out. If you find another style, that's cool. Many good styles. But I will catch in the middle, and as I bring my hand down, whoosh, I let the handle slide whoosh, to the knob at the end, okay? So I catch in the middle, and I let that slide before I catch. So, slide. Okay. Now, some of you might be having an issue. One thing to bear in mind is, so like I was saying, fast rotation, we throw from the middle. The other thing that we do is, for fast rotation, flick the wrist. So let's see, can you do a really fast spin? Should almost not need to even throw it up. Let's see, what about a little double if you go? Okay? So that's how you get it fast. You do a little wrist flick. Now remember, at the moment, I want you to learn about those, but we want to try and figure out how to counteract that. So, what you want to think about now is, instead of flicking our wrist, throwing from the end, I want you to imagine the club is an extension from your elbow. So we're going to try and keep our wrist still and throw from our elbow. So you really want to try and get a nice, high, slow rotation. Now, for those of you, depending where you're at in this juggling journey, take a break, practice that. But I think before we move on to 2 clubs, let's try and do double throws, because I think that's, you're going to need to come back to 1 club to practice that anyway, and I think right now, if you're trying to judge these heights, speeds of rotations, now's as good a time as any to work on trying to get that double throw. So, you're going to really want to try and get some good height. Oh. So even higher. Nice high throw. Nice and slow rotation. So, what you want to think about for your double throw is, we always want to try and keep this same sort of arm movement happening. So it's always down, throw. So you don't want to throw it harder. You don't want to bring your elbow up. When you bring your elbow away from your side, that's most likely going to throw away from your body. So we still want the same sort of throw, just push it higher. So you just want to make sure it goes up nice and high. You're not having to reach forward for it. Then, once again, this is now, you can, if you're getting the hang of it, if you can do it slow, you can play with trying to get it a bit slower, a bit lower, a bit faster. So, being able to play with the heights of your doubles will be really important. and that's where being able to do slow, high, controlled doubles is a great thing, and then but being able to do something lower double if you need to can be good. You can even try and do those Vegas style fast ones. So that'd all be flick of the wrist, keep it nice and low. Now, what's the next step? So you need to practice that a lot. Now, some people might find this useful as a drill. I think, well, actually, it's good for everyone. But I don't know if you struggle with this is one you can come back to. But 2 balls, 1 club. Now, I would recommend starting with the club in one hand by itself, so you're not trying to do a weird hold. I mean, you could do that, your choice, but let's just start with it in the other hand. So ball, club. So multi-prop juggling can be a really good way of making you really think about all of your throws and being able to separate them. Now, if you find that hard, you could always try 2-item version. Could be really good for you as well. It'd be a great drill. 1 ball, 1 club. Just try and get that flow going. Then, when you're ready, 2 clubs. So just like when you're doing 2 balls for the first time, can freak you out, make your brain hurt, but just going to take your time. And remember, even if you're just letting your throws go to the ground to start with, it's really good to just get that muscle memory going of 1, 2. Just make sure you don't have any important lamps on the ground that you might break. So always, make sure you clear your juggling area of breakables, especially valuable furniture that belongs to your significant others, okay? Because they're not going to be impressed if you break their lamp, even though you're doing a dope-ass juggling trick. But yeah, you want to get your second throw out when that first club is at its highest point, but that doesn't mean throw, wait, get it out. It means throw. As soon as you do that first throw, start that sweep down. So that hand moves as you're letting go of that first club. So I'm letting go here. This club's going to start going down there. So if you're really struggling with that to start with, don't catch them. Or don't catch the first one. Throw. Just pick one thing to focus on at a time. You could then focus on catching that first club. Let the other one fall to the ground. If you have a little child who can hand you your clubs, it'll save you a lot of effort. No, I'm kidding. Don't involve children in your juggling practice. They are more of a distraction than a help at the end of the day. So, 2 clubs. Oh, let's go then. Let's say you're whizzing along. You put in a few hours into this. What's your next step? One of the trickiest things you're going to have when you first start juggling clubs is throwing from 2 clubs in one hand. If you haven't practiced that, if you've just been doing this is a bit different. The club's going to get in the way. Smash, crash. No good. So, let's have a look at how to hold the clubs now. Like I was saying, I throw my clubs from the end. So that first club I'm going to hold this. Oh, so, now let's start from the very start. Empty hand. I put the club in my hand. I'm going to hold this club at the middle. The second club, I'm going to hold the base of the handle, okay? And then just practice this throw. Okay, that's going to take you a lot. And, don't be schmuck. Make sure you practice both sides. Ooh. Yeah, I could use a bit of practice on that left side. Oof. So then the next step, catching two. So, throw, I'm going to hold that one there. I've then got my thumb and these little fingers free. Well, not totally free. This is trapped in there and you're trying to catch the other club. That'll be a great practice for you as well. 1, 2 to the other hand, and then slide that one down to the end. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Make sure you slide that down to the end. 1, 2. Okay. Another drill that you want to put a bit of time into. Then if that starts working, try and combine this into it. So you do one throw. Now you can do a couple of these. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then finish by collecting 2 in one hand. If you can get that clean and tidy, you're going to be able to juggle clubs in no time, okay? So 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, collect. So you're practicing your start, you're practicing your cascade with 2 clubs, you're practicing your collect. There are 3, those are like the 3 main parts that are going to make up your juggling, your cascade, your clubs. So you've got to practice all of them. Figure out what one you're having trouble with. Put some time into it. Try and tidy it up. Try and focus on just that singular part. And then, hey, one day you'll get your 3 clubs. So just like 3 balls. Throw 1, 2. We're just going to try and go for 3 throws to start with, okay? 1, 2, 3. Now remember, I'm demonstrating this stuff to you so you can use it for reference. In your own practice, when you improve, you can use it. I don't expect you to go from 1 club to 3 clubs in a quarter of an hour. Clubs definitely took me a long time to get the hang of, okay? Those double throws, really good. But yeah, so 3, holding it here. Even if you just want to do 2 throws to start with, that's still great practice. You're practicing your start, you're practicing your collect. Makes you look like you know what you're doing. Which is very, and don't worry about not looking like, we get caught up in worrying about like people thinking that we know what we're doing. You're going to learn as a juggler. If you're not dropping, you're not learning. You don't want to be practicing in front of other jugglers, just stuff that you can do. You want to be stuffing up. You want to be failing. That shows you're trying to improve, that you're pushing yourself. So, just like balls, your first goal is just to try and throw all 3. That's going to be a lot to get your head around to start with. Now, unfortunately, unlike balls, clubs, big, bounce around. So really make sure you're not going to hit stuff, hit yourself. But yeah, if you can then try and get that 1, 2, 3, yeah. Try and get that nice, slow pattern, collect. Starting with both hands. Oof! You'll be gold if you put that time in before you try 3. Doesn't matter which hand you start with, you're golden. So you really want to give it that time. The higher, because if you've been doing this, these little low things, that third club is going to freak you out. You want to try and get nice slow pattern, okay? Now, other little tips for your juggling pattern as you get better at it, okay? Now, this is a little thing that I think is important for past juggling, performing, so, you know, it's worth learning, is you want to try and get your pattern, you want to try and get your juggling pattern so it's not covering your face, okay? You don't want to be juggling up here. If you can get it low, a bit wider, it keeps your face clear, okay? The other thing that you should work on with your balls, clubs, is try and look through the pattern, okay? If you can look past what you're juggling, so you're still seeing it, but you're not having to focus on it, but you can actually look past the pattern, okay? That's going to do you a world of good. Yeah, I think that's enough club stuff for now. Let's take a little water break for me, and you at home if you need. I feel like I'm talking to myself, but I know there's someone watching me. So, let's drink some water. And I'll take this break for those of you who are watching. Let you know, the Circus Hub, we're doing a Raw show, an online version. We're doing a Raw telethon. So we're going to be doing a special show on May 9th, Saturday, 4 p.m. till 10 p.m. Okay, so we want you guys to come check it out. We're going to be doing heaps of funny things. We've got Laser Kiwi, who are involved with the Circus Hub community. Great team of very, very funny people. If you don't know them, well, you're in for a treat. So we want people to come check it out, and if you can afford to donate to help us keep providing services during the lockdown and after the lockdown, is well, we really want to be able to come back full strength. So please watch, share. If you can, donate. But let's just have a little look-see at our plan for today. 5 balls. Sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze. My apologies. This is, well, I'm recording this live because, you know, everything you record is live, but let's not get into that discussion right now. Let's look at 5 balls. So, we're going to have a look at the last couple of lessons. For first, I did some 3-ball drills for your 5-ball pattern, and then some 4-ball drills for your 5-ball pattern. Let's have a look at 5 balls. Now, it's going to be a little bit tricky. I might angle this up even a little bit more so you guys can see, hopefully, the pattern a bit better. Ooh. Just warm up with a little flash. Okay, cool. So, if you've been doing 3 balls, you can do a nice flash and do a couple in a row. So flash, 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 flash. We're really trying to work on our accuracy of those throws. We want them to try and hit the same spots. So say you can do a 4-ball flash. So try and really get those tidy. And then the right, right, left, left. And one of my favorites, 4-ball flash with 2 more up. Ooh, let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay. Then, eventually, 5 balls. Remember, drilling with 3, 4 is totally the way to go. But eventually, we're going to try and get that 5-ball flash. So, you're going to have to train that speed to get them out, accuracy, because you don't want to be reaching out. So your first goal, I recommend, even like when you come to adding in more props, I think just doing some practice, not even trying to do 5 throws, but even just 3 throws to start with, just to try and get used to getting those accurate throws out with more props in your hands, okay? Because if you're not used to it, this is weird, cumbersome. I might even practice them from my left hand. I can start from my left hand, but it's not as tidy. So let's just have a look. 3 throws with 5 balls. So just, oh, yeah, that could be tidier. Practice from both hands. 1, 2, 3. Trying to get a nice height. Trying to keep them nice and keep it narrow. You don't want to get them too wide, but you've got to try and keep these 2 points distinct, because if they come together, you're going to get those spashes. Okay, if that's feeling good, try 4 throws. Oh. Trying to get that timing. Now be careful, one thing that I think I do, quite a common thing, is you hit that first throw, but try and keep all your throws to the same height. If you've got to push all your other throws up to that height, do that. That could be you're throwing high because you want to go that high. Try and get both sides to the same height. And then try it with 5 balls. See if you can catch them all. Now be aware of, you don't want to be reaching up for them. You want to try and catch them down here. Remember, a little test. Oh, let's do a left hand. Ooh, that first throw I need to push up higher, okay? You're going to try and get that up with its friends. Okay, I didn't catch them all, but that looked tidier. I think that's a really important step to learning numbers, is you need to be able to focus on how the throws look and see that as the reward, rather than just trying to catch them and go, oh, I caught them all, that was good. You've got to look at the quality of the throws. The quality of the throws is more important than your catches. So it's no good if you do 5 throws and catch them and you're all over the place. Well, I mean, that's great to start with, but what you want to be working towards is getting those really clean throws, and look at the quality of the throws to try and, we're always looking for a way to reward ourselves. We want that dopamine hit of, that's what I want. So you've got to try and change the shift from just catching it to being what you focus on, but really focus on that nice tidy pattern. If you can get that really tidy, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so then just trying to go from your 5-ball flash. Another little good test just to see how they are. Do 5 throws without catching any of them. Then have a look at the ground. You want them to land near your feet, just like 3. Now, my balls are actually a bit all over the place, so I need to tidy that. I need to tidy that up. I'll try that again. they're looking a bit better. Just show you what I mean. Oh, where are they? Probably actually not a good idea. Probably making you all sick. Motion sickness. But yeah, so 5 balls. Really work on that flash for ages. Then see if you can get 6 throws. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoa. And then that's a great way of playing this. If you can do 6, go up to 7. If you can do 7, go up to 8. If you really want to challenge yourself, every time you drop, you go back a step. So say you do 6 throws, drop 1, go back to 5. Drop 1, go back to 4. Catch, go to 5. If you collect again, 6, 7, 8. See how high you can go. 5, so 6. 6, 7. 8. I'll go back to 7. It can be a little bit frustrating, but believe me, that's what's going to get you a nice, tidy pattern. Is being harsh on yourself, like really looking for that quality of throws. So, please leave some comments what you want to work on. Because right now, I'm giving you guys what I'm interested in. If there's stuff that you need more clarification on, just let me know. But I'm going to give you guys a little creative exercise to try. So we're going to start with 1 ball. Now, 1 ball, I want you to take a few minutes to make a little sequence. Any throws that you can do, whatever you want. So, yeah, this is, you can either do this, make up your own sequence, or you can try and do my one. But I really think this is, for creativity's sake, this is about you exploring, you having a play. So, even if you want to just have a little play with 1 ball, see what tricks you like, what feels good. So I'm going to do under the arm, behind the back, behind the head. Okay? Those are all throws that I know I've practiced a lot. Good. It's just a little sequence. Under the arm, behind the back, behind the head. Okay? Practice that with 1 ball until it becomes second nature. Under the arm, under the back. Good? So, and this could be any sequence you want. It could be straight up, straight across, sit behind the back, throw it under your chin. Just anything you want, you can put in. The second step is going to be trying to do that same pattern, but adding in a second ball. So not same pattern, same sequence that you've created. So, under the arm, behind the back, behind the head catch. So, adding in a second ball is going to make that more difficult. You're going to have to do other throws, keep that on track. So I want you to have a little play to see how you can get that to work. So, under the arm, behind the back. It's me trying to do a little zip. I think I want to try and avoid that. Okay. So, practice that a bunch. Under the arm, behind the back. Under the arm, behind the back. Woo-wee. So, make whatever adjustments you need. Don't feel tied in to that first pattern. Like that first sequence is what's leading it, but make the changes you need to make for it to be able to work with 2 balls, okay? Whatever that is, So that will give you a new little sequence to have. Okay? Then, this is where it gets tricky when you add in the third ball, okay? Now, for this sequence, remember you don't have to always be juggling though. So, say we do under the arm, behind the back, head. No other throws, right? With the 3 balls, it's going to be a bit tricky to start with, but we want to try and push ourselves, see if we can get this to work. So, under the arm, behind the back, behind the head. Oh, okay, close. Let's try that again. Under the arm. Woo. So, it's just trying to give you different steps to try and push your creativity. Try and come up with something different. So, just play with that for a while, okay? And I'm rushing through. It's like, and this isn't quite done yet, you know? So, under the arm. Under the arm. Behind the back. Ooh. Ooh. Like that, adding in the multiplex. Just have some play with it. Try and figure out. It's very hard to just go, I'm going to create something new. But by giving it a little bit of structure to play with, it can help you find new things. So, under the arm. Oh, let's see. So, under the arm. Oh, yeah, I think I know what I want to do. Under the arm. Under the back. That multiplex. I like that. See? That multiplex behind. So, I'm catching 2 balls in one hand, so I can do my under the arm, or behind the back, and then a multiplex out of that. So, under the arm, collect 2 in this hand. Ooh. Okay, key is have some fun, play with it. So, this is going to be a little bit of a shorter class today. I think I've covered a lot. I think that might make your guys' brains explode if I keep going longer. But thanks for watching. I'm Michael from the Circus Hub. Please post something if you're enjoying these videos. Just let me know who's out there, who's watching. Hashtag check out Trick-a-Day May and Raw Telethon 9th of May. Tell your friends, check that out. Check out our website. Thanks so much, guys. You're keeping us going. Circus community in Wellington. I love it. I love everyone involved. Have a good day. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. Spread the circus love. Have a good time doing some juggling.